My name is Jelani Smith, and I'm a student enrolled at Mount Pleasant High School. And along with a lot of other students, we really do appreciate Mr. Dean, who was actually elected Teacher of the Year, not only for the school but also in the district. And I want to show you guys exactly what he does in this interview I'm about to show you. My name is Jelani Smith, and right here we have Thomas Dean. And I understand that you were actually nominated, not only nominated, but you also won Teacher of the Year at Mount.
Yes. It was surprising. The principal came down one day during class and brought me a big old fruit basket and said I had been chosen Teacher of the Year, which is really special because we got a lot of great teachers here in the school, Mount Pleasant itself. And then the superintendent visited a little while ago and said, and by the way, you're also the district Teacher of the Year. So that's
awesome.
A huge honor because I mean, you've been through the school district, you know how many good teachers, how many really good teachers the district has. So that's going to be neat. So I go in the state competition with, I guess, 18 other districts for the state Teacher of the Year. That all starts this summer.
You're obviously going to win.
No, well.
So how long have you been teaching here?
Teaching at Mount Pleasant, this is finishing my 10th year here.
So I understand you don't only teach a chorale, you also teach audio engineering?
I teach a couple choral classes, and then we have 3 years of audio engineering. We have a couple of classes, beginning classes of audio engineering, and then we have an advanced class. You're a part of that with the advanced students, where they're dealing with mixing boards like this. They're creating their own content. We've branched off this past year. A couple students have branched off, you being one of them, Lucky Marvel being another one, that has branched off into video, and we're even looking more at doing a lot more video stuff next year, incorporating that in and sort of looking at a totality of a program, meshing the audio and the video. Record live performances here, just doing everything that's audio.
So it seems like you're just like taking this to a whole new different level next year. We're only getting better every single year. I really like that. I really appreciate that. That's really awesome, especially for the freshmen coming in, you know. And another thing, do you think that audio engineering gets enough recognition at Mount Pleasant?
I think the students do. As we start doing some of the assemblies and things, people start seeing them. But like you know, some students have no idea we have this whole entire recording studio down here in parts. I think it's important. I think there's a lot of programs like this throughout all the various public schools, but you have to go and explore them. Talk to a guidance counselor. There are some neat things going on and some neat areas to explore past the maths and the sciences and the English that you have to take. Some things like this that can really make school something special and fun.
Besides food prep, of course.
Food prep's good too.
My name is Jelani Smith, and this is Thomas Dean, and I'd like to congratulate you before we leave for not only getting Teacher of the Year at Mount, but also in the district. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, my name here is Jelani Smith, and today we have Chris Filizzi and Joe Healy. We're all 10th graders in Mount Pleasant, and we would just like to do a little segment on our teacher, Mr. Dean. How well do you guys know Mr. Dean?
Fairly well. We go down there every once in a while from the radio program, and he teaches us a few things because he really knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's very serious about what he does, and he knows what he's doing.
That's nice. Did you guys know that he was actually awarded with Teacher of the Year at Mount Pleasant?
Yeah, that's really good. He deserves it. He's one of the most hardworking teachers ever.
For sure.
Balancing choir and chorale and all the audio program is just amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting how it wasn't just at Mount Pleasant, it was also at the entire district, the Brandywine School District.
Right.
Yeah.
It just says something about the kind of
Amazing.
person he is.
We would like to thank the Red Clay District for letting us come here and record our segment on Mr. Dean. And we'd also like to thank the Brandywine School District for letting us come here and just allowing all this to happen.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. I have two fantastical guests here from the band Nothing Was Moving, Joseph Healy and Chris Filizzi. How are you guys doing?
We're good.
How's everyone doing?
Yeah.
That is awesome. So, you guys are in a good band. I really enjoy your music.
I guess you could say that.
How long has music been a part of both your lives?
Well, Chris, why don't you start with that?
Ever since I was a kid, my dad would just play the radio when we were in the car, and I slowly started picking up on everything, and it's really grown since there.
All right, and Joe?
Well, music's always been a big part of my life. I really wasn't into a lot of music until last year when I met Chris here. He introduced me to a lot of good music, like like good classic rock stuff, like the Pink Floyds and Led Zeppelins. And now I'm more into the local scene. So it's been pretty cool.
I gotcha. Yeah, where have you guys performed in the past? I know you guys play a lot of local venues.
Yeah, a lot of local venues. Our biggest show I think we've had was Fenario's Coffee in Westchester. That was in April 20th.
Opening for a few other bands.
Yeah, a lot of really good bands like Carrick's and
Static Yaks.
And they opened for us actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an honor.
Yeah, Static Yaks. He's out there. But yeah, so Fenario's Coffee, we opened for a few good bands like Carrick's. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Not really, but I'm sure they're good.
Yeah.
So you guys are both students at Mount Pleasant High School, along with
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
So how are you liking the school and everything?
But we dig it pretty good. I
Yeah,
mean,
I like it. Had no problems.
yeah, the radio and the audio program really helped our music. Mr. Dean actually helped us record our first song back in November, I want to say. We recorded a Hotel Yorba cover, a White Stripe song, and he helped us record that along with our friend Lucky Marvel.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And do you guys think music will always be important to you even after you're done high school?
Oh yeah, definitely. Music's something that's always going to be in my life. That's not gonna change.
All right. When you guys sit down and you go, all right, we're gonna write this song. Where do you kind of draw from? Do you guys have a process, or are there inspirations you go to?
We got food.
You got food.
Yeah. a lot of eating.
Yeah, there's a lot of eating. Food's a major part of it.
What usually happens is Joey will come up with some lyrics and he'll bring them to me, and if I have like a guitar part I've been working on, we'll put them together and see how it works out, and we'll just trial and error until we have a solid song.
Yeah.
All right, that's really, really cool. Any tips or suggestions to bands locally that you think in your travels?
We should probably be the ones getting the tips and suggestions.
Yeah.
But
pretty much just keep trying. Don't let any, like if you get a bad review from someone, like our friend Max just reviewed our album, and it was kind of a tough review, but I mean that didn't bring me down. I mean, you got to just keep pushing on no matter what. And
You got to keep on fighting.
yeah, and even if you don't get a show starting out, you just got to keep pushing and you
do
know,
anything you can to better yourself.
yeah, rehearse as much as you can. It's perseverance that really gets you through being a local artist.
All right, well that's great advice. So, do you guys have kind of a driving force that's pushing you guys along? And I don't mean just musically. I mean in all aspects of your life, including even school.
Well, I guess I'll start. Back in October, my mother passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and well, that's really inspired our music very, very heavily. If you listen to the lyrics, they're mainly about my mother, who I loved dearly, and she meant the world to me. And yeah, and she's just the driving force that keeps me going. And I realized that she'd want me to be doing things like this, coming here today.
All right.
And what about you, Chris?
I don't want to become homeless or something like that, so I do what I have to get by, and I guess I'm excelling to a point where I can be in AP classes and stuff and looking at college.
Same here.
Which is, yeah.
We're trying to
helped
aim
by
for
math
Full Sail
programs.
University.
Nice.
The media school, that could be pretty cool. And there's just a lot of things we're trying to aim for right now, and music is a big part of it.
I gotcha. I mean, shoot for the stars, man. That's
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the only place to shoot for, really.
Exactly.
So, are there any other things that really are significant in your life aside from music? Like what do you guys? What else? Music's important, but what else is there?
Well, I play football, and football is a big part of my life. It's
Okay.
just, it gives me, it gives you a sense of responsibility. It keeps you in shape. It's a fun sport to do, and it's a big part of my life. And I probably wouldn't be here without my coach, like Coach Holmes and Coach Lum, and all the coaches, Coach G, all those guys. I can't name them all, but without football, I feel like it would just be like I wouldn't be here.
I gotcha. You're going out next year as well. I assume?
Yeah, I'm sure I'm starting this year. I'm pretty sure. So I've grown a lot, and I've excelled in football. So things are getting better.
That's really, really, really awesome, man.
Thank
I'm
you.
really happy for you.
Thank you.
Chris, any other significances? Well, I assume there's others, but
Yeah, just the constantly learning. Like I like books a lot, writing. Just constantly learning new things and trying to better myself as a person, academically and through personal relationships, is something I always strive to do.
All right, well, that's really, really cool. when it comes to school, right? I mean, yes, you guys are rock stars, right? You know, you got all that.
I guess. You
Got all
could say
that. School has to remain important. How do you guys find time to really balance not just music, but kind of school and personal affairs and everything? I feel like that's got to be a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah, it can be at sometimes. Like, I feel like a one-armed juggler, juggling chainsaws.
I gotcha.
Exactly.
But it's not that tough if you just realize what it's all for and why you have to do it.
It's just about prioritizing. Like, there's some nights where it's been like, oh, hey, Chris, let's, or hey, Joe, let's practice. Oh, I can't, I have homework. So it's like, you just got to put things that are,
happens a lot.
that happens a lot. It's like, you just got to put things that are more important. You got to look at the bigger picture, and you got to put things that are more important ahead of things that are maybe equally as important, but like things that can get you further in life. You have to put first. You have to be responsible and, take things like, one step at a time.
It's all about understanding what has to be done when it has to be done.
Yeah, like what has to be done is ahead of what you want to get done first.
Okay.
So it's just.
That's really mature, you guys. Do you think your time spent at Mount has really opened your eyes to a lot of things special? I mean, we could start with music, but really, just is there anything that Mount has really taught you as a person?
Yeah.
Or exposed you
definitely
to?
a few things.
Definitely, things like I've learned a lot about radio, and through like we're in the same English class.
Yes, we
Miss
are.
Parson, she's amazing. She's taught me so much this year. She's an amazing woman. I've learned so much from her, and I feel like I wouldn't have learned a lot of things if I wasn't at Mount. And I wouldn't have met Chris if I never went to Mount.
Yeah, it's another
so
plus,
it's like,
meeting a lot of friends.
yeah,
and
there's a
people.
lot of great people at this school. Like, I met some of my best friends here, and it's just Mountain has just been a great influence on my life as a whole. And I'm not,
In
I
addition
can't.
to the great programs that are there.
Exactly, like the audio program. Like I said earlier, Mr. Dean's an amazing,
So it really
amazing
opens your
guy.
eyes as to what you can do.
Yeah,
when
it just
you have the
makes
resources available.
it just like 2 years ago I would have never pictured myself doing this kind of stuff. But now that I have the resources available, I can do those things, and I can excel to a point where it's just like I'm doing the things that I want, that I'm passionate about, in a place where that's convenient for me.
I gotcha, and that's fantastic actually, to show that that the school can have such just an influence on you
Exactly.
guys as not only
For
young
sure.
people but young artists.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
So what do you guys do when you're not working on music, or you're not doing the, I'm sure, mountains of schoolwork
Yeah.
that
yeah.
piles up?
Eating food.
Yeah, a lot of eating food.
Food's a big part of it.
I'm due to be obese pretty soon.
I'm already obese, so.
Yeah, we're on our own tracks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of listening to music, record collecting for me.
Oh yeah, same
Hitting
here
up record stores or downloading new music.
Yeah, we were just at Soundgarden in Baltimore the last weekend.
Yeah, or
so.
new books, always reading.
Exactly.
What are some of your favorite books to read?
Brave New World is a classic.
great book.
Aldous Huxley, that's a great book.
Or Oxidicious Huxley, as I thought it
Yeah,
was.
you like to say it.
Yeah.
Kurt Vonnegut is one of my favorite authors.
Oh, Kurt Vonnegut's amazing.
Slaughterhouse-Five and Cat's Cradle, all very good books.
Well, I think my favorite books would have to be like Fight Club. I know you've probably seen the movie.
I've read a little bit of the book. Yeah.
The book is amazing. I love
the
Fight
middle.
Club. I like Tuesdays with Maury. That was actually our summer reading, but that book taught me so much. And several authors, just Stephen King's a big author that I like to read, and I like the Harry Potter books. So there's a lot of influence through
Captain Underpants.
Captain Underpants has been a big influence, and I read I Am Legend is a very good book. If you haven't read that, it's actually kind of a short story, but it's a very good book.
All right. You guys big into movies at all? And I know
I'm huge into
Joey, you're a little
movies.
bit nerdy
I'm a huge nerd.
when it comes to superheroes or.
Oh yeah,
sci-fi
I have all the Batman movies, and I have all the Spider-Man movies that I've collected over the years, and comic books I collect. I'm into The Walking Dead and stuff, so I read the comics and I read Spider-Man comics, and so the movies are a big part of my life. Like my collection's huge. I have like every X-Men movie and all the Dirty Harry movies. What about you, Chris? I know you.
I'm not as big into collecting movies, but I enjoy watching them. There Will Be Blood is a very good movie.
Wrap it
I
up.
try to think of movies I've seen recently.
I Am Legend's
Star
a really
Wars.
good movie.
Love Star Wars. Apparently Joey likes I Am Legend.
It's a very good movie. It's one of my favorites. It's my top 10.
Um,
That's about it. And, yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. I guess one more thing before you go. What made you guys decide to do the kind of style and genre of music that you do? Because it's very interesting to me.
Well, I guess what really got us into it is we're into Modest Mouse. They're a really cool band. Like
Yeah, you can credit them as one of our artists.
Yeah, they're like one of our artists. We actually, on our album that we just released, we cover one of their songs.
Okay.
And they're probably our biggest influence. And they make that kind of music. And
It's
we're
95% like what we listen to personally, and then there's other parts where it's just like our own personal
Yeah.
emotions, experiences, play into like the lyrics and the sound of the song itself.
yeah.
Then a lot of it we just take individual parts from different artists until it comes into our own.
Comes
unique
into
thing.
one like mixture of, several genres, but it still keeps pertaining to one genre.
All right. That's really, really awesome. I'm Greg. This was Chris and Joey from the band Nothing Was Moving, and thank you very much. And welcome back. I am Greg McKinnon. This is my good friend Jelani, and we have the band Nothing Was Moving here. Chris Falizzi and Joseph Healy.
Hi.
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing? Jelani, how are you doing?
I'm doing just fine.
All right. I have a few questions about you guys and your music.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Shoot.
The most important one to me right now is, how does playing music make you guys feel? Like, as people, like, isn't it the greatest thing on the planet, or do you guys hate it?
It's close to it.
It's close to it. It's made us feel, it just feels great to be out there playing our music to people who enjoy it. It's the greatest feeling ever when after you play a show and people come up to you and go, "Hey man, good set." It's like that's the greatest feeling ever.
99% of the time, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's usually fun. There's usually lots of foods because Chris's fridge is usually packed. So that's a plus to being in a band.
Hoo-ah! Do you have any suggestions for any younger players at all?
Keep practicing. Just
try to better yourself.
Just practice.
Like, was it any harder, like, trying to start out as a new local band?
Yeah, it was, because getting shows at first is hard, because like no one knows you, so you're not expected to bring anything wrong. You're starting from scratch, and it's always tough doing that. But just like I said, it's perseverance. Like practice is all I can say.
All right. Now, musically, do you two feel that you're really in sync? Do you feel like there's no real conflict between this sounds like this or this should sound like this? That you two really are kind of a good match?
We have a good chemistry. We're like at a good match, like I would say. We have really good chemistry with each other.
When we come together with things, they usually just blend well.
Yeah, and then
Not much conflict there.
no. There is times where we're writing songs and it's just like I just snap on them because it's like, you got any lyrics? And I just scream at them. But I mean, 99%.
Because you love each other,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the bitter guy.
Yeah, I'm an angry person. No, but 99% of the time we just come together and it's just like an ionic bond. It's science.
All right, man. So we heard that you actually have brought us some music here today too.
Yeah, we're gonna play two of our songs.
And if you want to find more of our songs to listen to our stuff, you can go to your computer. You can go to nothingwasmoving.bandcamp.com. You can find all of our music. We just put out an EP. You can download that for free.
Yeah.
That's nothingwasmoving.bandcamp.com.
And then you can check us out on Facebook at www.facebook.com/nothingwasmoving.
Just search Nothing Was Moving.
Yeah, on Facebook. And yeah, so you can find us on Friendster. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, God.
MySpace. You can find us on MySpace.
So I heard you guys were on a roll as well. Like, how hard is it, like, balancing, like, schoolwork along with your music?
It's tough sometimes, but it's just all about prioritizing. Like I said earlier, it's just about setting things that are more important, looking at the bigger picture, saying like, we could practice today, but I've got homework that I have to do.
Like, we're not going to get into college based on if we practice one more time than the other, but we will if we study hard. We made honor roll because of that.
That's what summer's for, you know?
Yeah, that's what summer's for. And we're doing AP next year, so that should help us with college. And it's just like, it's going to be a lot of work, but balancing music and school is definitely something that's come natural to us, I would say.
Indeed.
All right. So you guys have songs?
Two songs.
Faraway Silverside and Joey's Plastic BB Gun.
Yeah.
So I want to throw out a huge thank you to the two of you, Chris and Joey, for coming in here and letting us talk to you. I also want to thank McKean High School and the Red Clay School District for everything, for giving us, kind of the place and the resources to do this. And I want to thank the Brandywine School District as well for letting us come out and really kind of promote such young, talented people.
Big thanks to Robert, too, for giving us all the help he did today.
Oh, yeah. Huge thanks to Robert. Thank you to...
He's the man.
Yeah.
And thank you to Jelani.
Thank you
for being
Jelani.
Jelani.
Just for being here.
Thanks, Jay.
All right.
Oh, far away, Silverside, you're just like a second home from long car rides that drag on forever. I'm stuck in a state of constant indifference. They say it gets better, but I don't think anything will ever really change. Everybody dies, this I understand. So what's the point in trying if we're all slowly dying? This silk coat red Mountain Dew, it tastes like my childhood. Hopped up and empty, dainty and broken. Life is unfair, I get this now. It has to get better, but I don't see how. Silverside, I am so alone. And I come to you in times of fear, but I'm worried that the end is near. I pray to a God for things to get better, but when I get no answer, I respond with laughter, because I'm probably talking to my ceiling. This stale cold red Mountain Dew, it tastes like my childhood. Hopped up and empty, dainty and broken. Life is unfair, I get this now. It has to get better, but I don't see how. I don't see how. I don't see how. I don't see how. Far away, Silverside, I love you. And I wish that I could say that things will be okay. On the inside you're crying, and I'm slowly dying.
My name is Jelani Smith, and I'd like to thank you for tuning in on our segment on Mr. Dean. Special thanks to the band Nothing Was Moving and my co-host Greg McKinnon.